This is the Sky model that was built for Joe Hayden in Minneapolis, and this horn is lead pipe 6 bell 1 LT, and there's no date on this horn. I don't really remember when I built it. The notes I have on it, it was designed to be a bright horn. I do have a stamp on the venturi 341, and then the bell tail is 433. So it was designed to be very tight and quite bright, but at the same time it has a lot of warmth to it. This design of the lead pipe going into a small tuning slide, this is the tuning slide here, that was intentional to create more impedance change so that the player would feel like the notes are closer together when using a tight airstream. So endurance and range are easier if you use a tight airstream with less air on this horn. If you use a lot of air, then you will have to learn to focus your air into a tighter airstream in order to play efficiently on this horn. And I'll give you a few different views. It has a few unusual braces on it, and it has 3/4 inch bottom caps with green paua. Bring it up close here so you can see. Green paua inlays in the bottom and in the finger buttons, and it has extra tall top caps. I believe they are 1 1/4 or 1.5 inch, and I'll play a few notes on it. It is a little different to have the valve so high, but I have no problem. It actually allows me to move my hand less. Normally I'm moving away down like this, and now I just have much less motion. So it's easy to play fast. So it feels very comfortable. The bell is an up bell. It goes up just a few degrees. And this brace, oh, I forgot to mention, it has green paua in it on both sides as well. And this brace is, I guess, really the unusual part of it. It doesn't really brace the bell very much. It's just there more for stability. The sound is pretty smooth. It feels and sounds a lot smoother than I would expect, considering it's so bright. It has a lot of brightness, but it's not really harsh unless you push it. So it really isn't that harsh. The bell is a fairly large taper, but it is hardened metal, and it's thinner than normal. And I'll play a couple more notes. I'm just getting used to the horn right now. of valves. And again, I tend to use a lot of air, and it uses much less air than I'm used to. So I struggle a little bit in the upper register because I'm used to a huge venturi or a huge throat in the mouthpiece. So let's try that again. So it would take me a little bit of time to get used to using less air, but I'm sure I could get used to it in a couple hours. It's actually kind of crazy how little air this horn takes even to play in the low register. And it's also weird to me how little you have to push down the valves. So that's at least some idea of what this horn is like. Of course, it might sound much better in your hands because I never practice.